What's going on, guys? Evan Centopani here, and today I want to talk about Animal Pak, okay? Animal's flagship product, the product that kind of started the brand, right? Animal Pak was kind of the product that separated Animal from Universal, but it was also kind of a product that, I don't want to say defined a generation of bodybuilders. That might be a little bit over the top, but for a lot of people, Animal Pak kind of served, let's say it popped their supplement cherry. For me, I remember being, geez, I might be showing my age here, but at 15 years old, going to GNC. Now this was before, there were no online. All the online stuff didn't exist. There was some mail order, but all the online vendors, that wasn't a thing yet. So you would go into a place like GNC and you'd ask the guy, and I remember doing this at 15 years old. Hey man, I just kind of started working out. I'm taking it pretty seriously. I'm eating, I think I'm eating okay. What's a good supplement to take? What's something that's going to help me? And I remember the first product he recommended was Animal Pak. And that's significant for a couple reasons. First of all, it was good advice, okay? It was good advice because he suggested a product that was foundational. Now, I ended up working at GNC, okay? Throughout high school and throughout college. And I could tell you from having worked there, guys would get paid promotional incentives, okay, to sell certain products, right? Like you might make a buck if you sold a bottle of hydroxycut at the time, or a bottle of Exenedrine, or a certain thing of creatine, right? You'd make a certain promotional amount. So the guy could have said, hey, he could have recommended something that he was going to get paid on. He didn't do that, so props to him. But also he recommended a good product, okay, to a beginning bodybuilder. It's a product that he knew couldn't hurt me. Okay, it's not like I went in and he, granted pre-workouts weren't a thing back then, but he didn't recommend, the equivalent of what would today be, say, a pre-workout. Okay, he offered me something wholesome, beneficial, something that couldn't hurt me, and something that he recognized as being the foundation, okay, of a good approach. And, knowing that supplements are supposed to supplement the diet, that's what he did. He offered me a supplement that would fill in any gaps, okay, in my nutritional strategy. And now looking back, of course, at 15 years old, how much did I really know about nutrition? Not a lot. It was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it definitely had some gaps in there. But truth be told, 20 years later, there's still going to be gaps in my diet, okay? Because practically speaking, I don't eat a perfect diet. There's some monotony involved. And, micronutrients, certain vitamins and minerals, they're essential, okay? You need them for proper functioning. And I can't tell you how many times over the years as a bodybuilder, whether it was as an amateur and looking at the guys that I was competing with, how many guys would be, talking about advanced strategies, okay? Let's just call it what it is, talking about using anabolic steroids. And when you looked at what they were doing on a daily basis, like, man, this guy's diet sucks. His training sucks. He's talking about using steroids. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? My advice to any of you guys out there watching, your approach, okay, in bodybuilding or even in life in general, should be based on the idea that you're going to do the most vital, most important, most fundamental things first, okay? And build upon that. If you were building a car, okay, if you're a race car builder, you don't start off with a garbage car with a poor braking system and lousy suspension and, just dump all this money into the engine, all right, and have it crank out as much horsepower as possible. Bad strategy, all right? It starts from the ground up, literally. So for a lot of guys over the years, myself included, Animal Pak was that start. Over the years, changed the product a little bit. One of the things they did, because, if you're familiar with the original formula, right, it contains quite a few tablets, some of them larger than others. And some people have a bit of a problem with that. So the good folks at Animal decided to come out with a powdered version. This one's actually a berry flavor. It tastes good. Personally, I still use the original. Maybe there's a little bit of a nostalgia to it, but I prefer the original. Now, if there's going to be one takeaway from this, though, I just want to impress upon you guys that, you know, even if you don't buy Animal Pak, okay, use common sense in the approach that you take in bodybuilding. Whether you're training in the gym, okay, start with foundational exercises, right? Start with those core compound movements. Build your workout around those. Forget all the fancy stuff. But it's the same thing with supplements, okay? Start with a good diet, right? This isn't gonna fix a shitty diet. It's not, okay? But used in conjunction with a pretty decent diet and a good overall approach, right, this is a product you can feel, all right? It's not a typical multivitamin. Technically, yeah, I mean, it's there to, you know, provide vitamins and minerals, but there's also certain key amino acids, a whole bunch of products, and this is one of the few products that you can actually feel. And it is a product that is greater than the sum of its parts, right? Where if I look down the ingredient list, it's, oh yeah, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, liver, carnitine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's cool, but it just works, okay? There's nothing on here that would jump out to you and say, this product is gonna really do something for you. But anyone who knows, okay, anyone who has used this over the years, and anyone who, you know, keep in mind, I don't know how it is currently, but when I started off in bodybuilding, I had realistic expectations, okay? I knew that if I was gonna get where I wanted to go, I was gonna have to put in some serious effort. I knew that my diet was gonna have to be good, and I knew that there was no magic, all right? And a product like this, I remember working out so hard, all right, in the early stages, you know, twice a week, every body part twice a week. I would train for like 3 hours a day. I had my own weight set and I would literally work out for like 3 hours a day. I remember how many mornings I came down the stairs. I could barely come down the stairs. I was so sore. But using a product like this, okay, I actually felt the boost. All right, I actually felt an improvement in the way I felt and in my performance. So that's my spiel about Animal Pak, but also just about the approach in general. Use common sense. Do the most important things first. You know, I competed over the years. I remember how many times I got off planes, you know, with guys who would be competing international. Get off some long international flight. You haven't eaten, you haven't slept, you're dehydrated. What do all the guys do? Oh, we got to get to the gym. We got to get to the gym. No, you need to rest. You need to hydrate. You need to eat. Okay, you need to do first things first. Before you're going to become world champion athlete, okay, you've got to be a good human first, right? You've got to fuel, you've got to cover the bases in terms of just being just a normal functioning human, all right? Then you could get into the stuff that's going to make you superhuman. Cover the bases, be smart. That's all I got for now. I'll talk to you guys.